Your Northland Sports Report with Tom Hansen starts now.
Next month, the UMD Athletic Hall of Fame will be expanding. 4 coaches with over a combined 2,000 career wins will be inducted into the Bulldog Athletic Hall of Fame. Doc Roach, Bill Haller, Scott Hanna, and Karen Strumby will all be inducted in the UMD Athletic Hall of Fame next month. Former Duluth News Tribune sports writer Bruce Bennett covered all those coaches. He will also be inducted. Strumby finished with 440 wins in her career. Bulldogs won 12 conference titles while she was the head basketball coach. Haller 657 wins in 24 years as the softball coach, and Hanna had 550 wins in 27 years as the baseball coach. Doc Roach was an athletic trainer for 28 years, won 19 conference titles as the head tennis coach at UMD. Green Bay Packers beat the Arizona Cardinals in Friday's preseason game 28-20. They are now 1-1 in the preseason. Packers back in action this Friday as they face the Colts on KDLH 3. That game in Indy, the defending Super Bowl champs say there's still room for improvement.
I think, we did some good things. We didn't have any 3-and-outs. I'm disappointed about one of the throws I made to Jermichael. To keep that drive going would have been good to get us in the red zone, but, I think we did some better things.
It was pretty good. Did some good things, and, we had that one drive that stalled, so, you obviously like to, get, move the ball a little bit better, but, we had that big play to Chaston, who, that was a fun one. So it was, overall went pretty well. Like to be a little bit more consistent, play in, play out.
And Mall of America Field ready for the Vikings on Saturday as they host the Dallas Cowboys in a preseason game. Vikings 1-1 in the exhibition season. Unfortunately, this isn't the video I was planning to show you. They had the open house on Saturday to give crews an extra time. The roof collapsed late last season. Of course, as you can see right here, Vikings had to make alternate plans. Fans of all ages were able to enjoy the roof and the dome last Saturday as part of an open house at the Metrodome. Meanwhile, the first place Milwaukee Brewers keeping busy today. Not one, but 2 games for the Brewers against the Pirates. Brewers with a big lead in the division, looking to land a playoff spot. Brewers jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, then with a score 4-0. Jonathan Lucroy with a double all the way to the wall. 2 more scores, 6-0 in favor of the Brewers. Then in the top of the 9th, Ryan Braun, a 2-run home run, his 25th of the year, up, over, and gone there. And the Brewers had an 8-1 lead. That's how game 1 would finish. Brewers get the win 8-1. They are losing, though, in game 2 of that doubleheader. Twins starting a series with Baltimore tonight. Carl Pavano started. J.J. Hardy with a home run for Baltimore. Baltimore wins 4-1. Gardy ejected for the 6th time this year, 60th of his career. And plenty of high school sports already underway in Wisconsin. Football, tennis, soccer, just to name a few. Here on Saturday, it was Rhinelander and Ashland. Greg Lesneski dribbles past the defense, goes off Brett Homer and in 1-0 in favor of Ashland. Just 5 minutes later, Robert Quinlan, nice pass to Lesneski, and he scores 2-0. Ordockers 2-2 tie. Ordockers are now 3-2-1 in their first 6 games of the year. They'll be home on Tuesday, and they'll take on Superior on Thursday. One soccer score today. It was Rice Lake over Hayward by a final of 7-0 in boys soccer.
Okay, Tommy, thank you so much. Still to come here, a wild wanderer invades an East Coast river.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. So, your sister is getting married again. Look your best. Mainstream Fashions, downtown Duluth. On air, online, or on the go, trust the Northlands News Center for your news. Because news is what we do.
An alligator has been captured in a river in Rhode Island.
It's a good thing firefighters got on top of this problem sooner than later.
That voice, he cared about this area. He cared about the politics of this area. He cared about radio in this area. He just loved Duluth and wanted to see the best for Duluth.
In Duluth, Dave Anderson, the Northlands News Center.
And Lou was inducted into the Pavic Museum Broadcasting Hall of Fame in 2003. The beautiful landscape and the universities are a few of the things residents rank highly about the Northland. This, according to a regional study done by the Knight Foundation. Researchers with Gallup surveyed 403 people in the St. Louis, Douglas, and Carleton counties as part of a 3-year study of communities nationwide. Researchers found feeling connected to the community is important in fostering productivity and commitment. They say an unfavorable perception of K through 12 education and community openness were two of the things Northlanders said kept them from making an attachment to their community. That lack of attachment is what keeps new businesses and young people from moving to the area. Duluth business leaders say the study provides a launching pad for growth in the local economy. For the past few months, we have introduced you to the Climate Idol families. Climate Idol involves 4 selected families who have agreed to take on the challenge to live green. In this week's Your Green Life, meteorologist Jeff Edmondson takes us back to one family who has been working hard to control the source of their food.
Since June, the Climate Idol families have been focusing on their food, learning ways they can live a more sustainable lifestyle at home and also in their community. The Climate Idol families have already been involved with learning how to use green modes of transportation and also taught us ways we can save energy at home. In this food unit, the families are encouraged to compost at home, garden, and also find sources of sustainable produce and meats.
We've got tomatoes over there and cucumbers and herbs.
The other items like lettuce and potatoes come from a community sustainable agriculture program here in the Northland. In addition, in their backyard, the hens have been a proven success.
Well, we have 5 hens, and we get, I would say, on average, anywhere between 1 and 3 eggs a day.
The families have also been kept busy by learning how to use the items that they grow in unique ways by making ketchup and mustard.
It's given us an opportunity to learn a lot more than we have and to share what we know with other people.
So while there is still time, enjoy that fresh produce available at your neighborhood farmers market and also in your gardens. For Your Green Life, I'm meteorologist Jeff Edmondson, the Northlands News Center.
To learn more about previous challenges the Climate Idol families have faced, visit our website at northlandsnewscenter.com. And that's pretty cool, Tom. Chickens in the backyard. I like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Why not? Everybody should, right?
Yeah. What's coming up in sports?
A retired veteran quarterback has signed with the Indianapolis Colts. We'll tell you which veteran that might be. And the Fond du Lac Community College football team opens their season this weekend. More on the Thunder when we return.
Your Northland Sports Report with Tom Hansen starts now.
The first place Milwaukee Brewers have the best record of the majors at home, but on the road, that's a much different story. They were 6 games under 500 going into this afternoon's getaway game with the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh. Brewers with 11 runs last night. Runs were hard to come by today. On the mound, Aaron Thompson, his major league debut. Here he strikes out Prince Fielder for Pittsburgh. With a 1-0 lead, Pittsburgh adds to it. Neil Walker sacrifice fly, scores Josh Harrison, 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. They go on to win 2-0. They shut out the Brewers 2-0. Brewers just 5 hits in that game this afternoon. Meanwhile, the college football season starts this week for the Fond du Lac Community College Thunder. The Thunder will play Central Lakes on Saturday night at St. Cloud State University. About 60 players out for this year's squad, 20 of them returners. Fond du Lac posted 5 wins a year ago, the program's best season, that is, since starting back in 2007.
I think postseason isn't within reach, but we have to keep the young men focused. It's one game at a time, and it's one quarter at a time.
We just got to make our tackles. I think our team is pretty good at pursuing the ball. We really worked hard at recruiting and getting a better defensive line. I think that's going to really be the key spot this year.
I think we'll be better than last year, like training camp and having Coach Turner return. We're looking good.
We got to just stick together as a team, follow what the coaches have us doing, and just continue to move forward and try to, better that year.
We'll have more on the team coming up at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Packers will take on the Colts Friday in their next preseason game. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock on KDLH3. Today, the Colts signed a veteran quarterback who had retired. No, not that one. Kerry Collins was signed today in case Peyton Manning can't play for the regular season for the Colts. College sports season now underway at UWS as well. One of the teams in action, the UWS men's soccer team. They have about 35 players out for this year's squad. They're holding tryouts this week. First game slated for September 3rd when they face Milwaukee School of Engineering. A year ago, the Jackets were 11-7-2 overall. They outscored their opponents that time 43-23. Goaltender Tom Fitzer with 6 shutouts for the season for the Yellow Jackets a year ago. Women's soccer and volleyball have also started at UWS as well. Finally, notes Twins in Baltimore again tonight at Target Field, Minneapolis, and ESPN reporting that both Jim Thome and Jason Kubel have been claimed off waivers. Now, the teams were not disclosed. That doesn't mean they'll be traded. It means the Twins have 48 hours to work out a deal if they are to be traded. But last night was Baltimore over the Twins 8-1.
You know, I think with fall, approaching, we're all just kind of programmed to think Brett Favre, but it wasn't Brett Favre.
It's about that time where he makes an appearance late in training camp.
Yeah,
right before
probably not this year, though. Okay, thanks, Tom. Yep. And still to come, we'll have all your details in the weather department with Adam. Stay with us.